rain over New Wembley fell like a curtain of glass. Floodlights glared against the dark, throwing the pitch into razor-sharp relief. The year was 2066, exactly a century since England first lifted the FIFA World Cup in 1966. They hadn't touched it since. And now, in the final against Brazil, they were 90 minutes away from breaking the curse. From the media box, I had the perfect view of the chaos. My name's Ryan Calder, ex-England striker turned investigative reporter. I was supposed to be covering the match, but my eyes weren't on the players. They were on the glitch. It started with the scoreboards, a momentary flicker. Brazil's score jumped from 0 to 1, then back again. The crowd murmured, confused. No goal had been scored. I checked my tablet feed. Same thing. And then my comms line buzzed. "Ryan, it's Liv," said a voice in my ear. "You seeing what I'm seeing?" Liv Marlowe, ex-cybersecurity analyst, now my partner in unofficial investigations. "Yeah," I said. "Could be a feed error." "It's not. It's intrusion code. Someone's inside the match systems." That made my stomach knot. In 2066, football wasn't just a game. It was a tech spectacle. Players wore neuro-link bands tracking biometrics. Tactics were analysed by AI in real time. VAR decisions came down to microsecond visual scans. You didn't just cheat by bribing refs anymore. You rewrote the game's data. "Level?" I asked. "Level red. If they push this, they can alter goal validations, stamina metrics. Hell, they could make a player collapse mid-match." Down on the pitch, England captain Marcus Hale was lining up for a free kick. He was 29, fastest player alive, and Britain's obsession. The ball curled perfectly into the top corner. Goal. The stadium erupted. But my display didn't change. Score. England 0-0 Brazil. My pulse spiked. I shoved my press badge into my jacket pocket and headed for the restricted text zone under the stands. Security bot scanned me, but I'd been here enough times to know the blind spots. I found Liv hunched over a portable terminal, fingers dancing over a holographic keyboard. The green code streams reflected in her glasses. "They've got root access," she said. "Not just the scoreboard. They're in the neuro-link stream." "You're saying?" "I'm saying if Marcus collapses mid-match from a heart attack, it'll be in the data, not in reality." That's when the alarms blared. The crowd's roar above turned to a confused, rising wave of panic. On the main display, Marcus's biometrics were flashing critical, elevated heart rate, oxygen crash. On the pitch, Marcus was staggering. "Tell me you can stop it," I said. "I can try, but this isn't one hacker. It's a relay chain. Whoever's behind this has an AI masking their trail." And then, in the chaos, I caught a glimpse on the CCTV feed. 3 figures in FIFA issue coats moving toward the players' tunnel. The one in the middle had a microdrone case, the kind used to send Neuralink override signals. I grabbed Liv's arm. "We're not stopping this from behind a screen. We're stopping them." We sprinted through the maintenance corridor, the stadium vibrating with noise. My mind was racing. 50 years of heartbreak, 90 minutes to change history, and someone was about to erase England's chance before the ball even crossed the line. When we rounded the tunnel corner, the 3 figures were already unlocking the pitch access gate, and one of them looked right at me. I recognized his face instantly, because I'd played with him once. Dean Ashford, England's golden boy, who vanished from the sport after a scandal no one could prove. Now he was here, with a sabotage rig in hand. Dean smirked when he saw me, like we were back on the training pitch. Still chasing lost causes, Calder. You're about to kill the match, I said. He shrugged. Not kill it, just adjust it for the right price. Behind him, one of the techs popped open the micro-drone case. Inside, 6 beetle-sized drones hummed to life. Liv stepped forward. Those hit the Neuralink net. Every player's feed gets rewritten. England's goals vanish. Brazil's get rubber-stamped. Dean's smile was ice. FIFA doesn't care who wins. Sponsors do. And Brazil's got the bigger market. That was when the first drone zipped past us, no bigger than a wasp. Liv's hand shot up, EMP pulse emitter in her palm. Snap. The drone dropped to the ground, twitching. The others scattered toward the pitch. We lunged. I tackled Dean, the impact jarring my ribs. The crowd above screamed. Marcus was still staggering, but the med team was hesitating because the system said he was fine. Liv! I shouted. She was already firing short bursts, dropping drones mid-air, but 2 made it past, weaving through the tunnel light and onto the grass. Dean shoved me off and pulled a shock baton from his coat. Always were better at running than thinking, Calder. The baton cracked toward my head. I ducked, felt the static graze my hair. My counterpunch caught him in the jaw. On the pitch, one of the rogue drones hovered near Marcus's headband. The scoreboard flickered. Brazil won. England 0. Liv cursed and hurled her emitter. It smacked the drone out of the air, sparks spraying. Only one left. It zipped toward the ref's headset. If it got in, the AI officiating could retroactively validate a fake Brazilian goal. I sprinted. Every muscle burned, my knees screaming with the memory of too many years on the field. I dove, snatched the drone mid-air, and crushed it in my hand. The scoreboard froze, then blinked. England 1, Brazil 0. The crowd's roar hit like an earthquake. Dean lay cuffed by security drones, snarling about corporate justice. Liv was already sending a clean override to the match systems. On the pitch, Marcus straightened, shaking off whatever phantom symptoms the hackers had pumped into his feed. He looked toward the stands, fist raised. The last 20 minutes were a blur of tension. Brazil pressed hard, but England's defence, tight as steel, held the line. When the final whistle blew, the stadium detonated with sound. Players collapsed to their knees, sobbing, laughing. The rain felt warm now, glittering in the lights. 50 years of heartbreak. Gone in a single night. As the trophy was lifted, Liv leaned close. Think FIFA will thank us? I grinned. Not a chance. But history will. Above us, the giant display showed Marcus Hale holding the cup high. The date read 30 July 2066, exactly 100 years since the last miracle. And this time, no one could take it away.